Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Dino Squad Gamer back with another one, and today we're going to be looking at mega modules. That's right, the modules you can equip to make your dino super powered. Now, before we get started, always hit that subscribe so you don't miss any videos, and let's go. So we're going to talk about these modules, and what is a module? Well, I just recently did a video about abilities, and you're asking yourself, well, abilities, modules, it's so confusing, which is what and what's going on, because they all enhance your dino in some way or form. Well, think of it this way. Your ability is something that is innately part of you, and a module is something that enhances you. So it's the difference between Superman having super strength and laser vision because he's from Krypton, and Green Lantern having a magical ring that basically gives him superpowers. The first one is an ability, the second one's a module. So hopefully that helps clear up the confusion about these things. Now, how does it work? Well, just like abilities, you can buy special modules with gold in this game. And so on your screen, you're seeing flash before you, and please stop the video, pause at any moment, go back and read the descriptions. I'm not going to read them all for you, but basically all of these different modules and abilities, they all do something special for your dino. Now, in terms of the modules, there seems to be a few that are common from one dino to the next, like in investment, tactician, rage, but then there's unique ones, like you're seeing this one called persistence. It's used by a ankylosaurus style dino. You see it on the screen there, where it creates its weapon creates this puffs of poisonous gas, and the module affects the duration of the gas, for instance. Now, the Marconi is a sniper, and you're seeing here it has a special ability called, or a special module, I should say, called Sharpshooter. Now, it's obviously more expensive than all the rest, and so you saw as we went through there, clearly, I mean, just use common sense. The cheaper the module, probably the less effective it is in terms of just it being overpowered on the battlefield. Not to say that it doesn't work or that it doesn't lend some benefit to what you're doing, but there's a reason why some of these modules cost more gold than others, right? And so then on top of that, there's another layer of complexity. Now you're looking at this thing called charges. What's a charge, you can say? Well, good question. Every module can be charged with these little tiny charges here that you get, and you can get them in lots of different ways. You can buy them, you can open with chests and win them, but you also can get them just by playing games. So if you play, I think it's at the first game, the fourth game, and the 8th game of the day, you open these, you unlock these little prizes, and in them is a random chance at getting these charges. And what do the charges do? Well, they actually superpower your modules. It's almost like giving them a boost of jet fuel, or that scene from Pulp Fiction where somebody, Uma Thurman's heart stops and someone has to grab that adrenaline and jab it, and boom, she wakes up. Well, that's what these charges do to your modules. They make them super powered. So I know it's a lot to take in. Really slow down the video, and what I'm going to say is this, is that think about what you want your dinos to be good at. And so I'm actually going to finally drop some hard-earned gold and get some modules for my dinos here. And so for my Monarch, I'm going to go with home territory. Home territory gives you big advantages in terms of increased damage as long as you're near your own home tower. And as long as the towers are blue and not red, then you get a damage boost. And then you can see here that by buying the module, I get an attack charge as a gift for free. And you can see then what you can do is you go into these charges and you can combine them to make them even more strong. So as you collect more and more charges by playing more and more games and opening more and more chests, you can go back into your hangar, open up your dino panel, and basically combine all these tiny little weak charges into one mega superpower charge, if that makes sense. I get it. It's a lot to take in. It's kind of complex. It's a bit more complex than I was expecting. But I think, after you, play around with it a little bit and for the love of gosh, don't spend any hard-earned gold until you actually talk to some other players. Join the Facebook pages. Dino Squad players page is one. Join Dino Squad community or Dino Squad brawlers. There's a whole bunch of Facebook pages to help you. There's even a Discord channel for Dino Squad. Lots of veterans on there can tell you which are the good modules to spend your hard-earned cash on. And so anyway, so then going back here again, I'm actually going to get another charge. You can see here. So I actually and another module for my plank. Now my plank is a really awesome dino here. I really enjoy it actually. I think it's just a great dino. It's got lasers that basically it's kind of a mid-range dino. And it's great for capping beacons or towers, and it also does pretty good damage as well. So I'm going to try this this new charge, and we're going to see what happens here. So anyway, we're going to go into a game now. Let's check out how it works, and we'll see, was it gold well spent? All right, so let's drop in here on the dome map. I'm in my plank, and the plank has the home territory module. Now you remember the home territory module gives me a damage boost as long as I'm close to the blue towers that you see on the screen here. And so one of the things I want to do, and it really is, it's funny, Dino Squad really is a game of bite and hold in a lot of ways. Now, someday they may bring out new game modes, but right now it's tower mode is the only mode available, and the idea is that you basically want to capture these towers for multiple reasons. You want to capture them because they give you, they restore your health when you're standing within that circle, and you want to capture them because that's where you can spawn in after you die. And so the key is to get these towers under control, and then you really want to pin your enemy down in their own end. And so you saw there with my plank, I was just killed, but for a few different clashes, for a few instances, when I was fighting against the enemy, suddenly I started doing crazy amounts of damage. You started seeing the numbers of the damage turn from yellow to orange to red. That indicates severe catastrophic damage that you're causing to the enemy. And now, one of the things I want to do here as well is I want to show you the difference between the modules and the abilities. Now, I'm in a Marconi right now, and the Marconi the other day, and if you watch my video, you'll see about the abilities. I equipped my Marconi the other day with the Dome ability, and I just hit it right there. Now, you see that sort of honeycomb blue shield that I'm within right there? That basically protects me from any type of weapon, energy weapon, gas weapon, bullets, projectiles, explosives. Everything will bounce off this shield. I am totally safe in that shield as long as I don't be an idiot and leave like I just did right there. But anyway, the point is that's the difference between an ability and a module. An ability is something that is innate and part of the dino. A module is something that equips and gives you a boost. The difference between Superman's super strength and Green Lantern's ring. So hopefully that kind of clears up a little bit of that confusion, because I know myself personally, when I first downloaded the game, I was a bit confused by it all. I found it to be a bit confusing. I don't know about you guys, but I was looking at it like, what? Modules, charges, abilities, what in the world? It's all going to cost me gold. Anyway, what I am finding is that home territory module is actually really, really good, because so often in this game, what you're seeing right now is that you're constantly battling other players who are trying to take your tower. And so if you are standing close to your tower and you're getting a damage boost, as long as you're within the vicinity of your tower, that's a huge advantage over the red team who's trying to capture the tower from you. You can just imagine what kind of advantage that would give you, say, if you were a sniper. and you set up, maybe you have Dome equipped as an ability, and what if you set up shop? What if you just get the old marshmallows out and start to camp? What if that's what you want to do? You just start camping by your tower and combine the Dome ability with the home territory module, and suddenly you got like an overpowered killing machine. Every dino that comes and tries to take that tower from you will first have to fight their way through the Dome ability and find you waiting in the Dome with super damage. Right? Like, I can just see that would, I mean, you can just picture the combos. And so, of course, there's other abilities and other modules that I'm going to be checking out in future videos. You know, one thing I would love to know is what's your favorite module? I chose home territory for this video for obvious reasons, but there's other ones out there. There's tactician. There's all kinds of modules out there, and I would love if you just drop me a line in the comments and let me know. Let us know. What are your favorite modules and what are your favorite abilities? Anyway, let's check out my score. Let's see how we did. Dino Squad Gamer came first, great, got MVP, top kills, top damage, the least amount of deaths, got the top power, I got 15 kills, 12 helpers. Anyway, hopefully that helps clear up some of the confusion around modules versus abilities. Hit me up in the comments, let me know what your favorite modules and abilities are, and until next time, hit that subscribe and I'll see you on the battlefield.